What's up, folks? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about DEXs, and the upcoming rise of them. Be like the machines. It's gonna be like Terminator. I'll get into it in a second. As always, I update the spreadsheet. The first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel, I thought would absolutely crush it in this bull cycle. Had you invested $100 to each one, you'd be in profit for 43,500. Adding your $2,600 investment, you'd be sitting on 46,100. Banks. I've closed positions in damn near every single one of these in profit. Gwyn, never. Just disappointment. And look at it, ruining my spreadsheet. And all those profits reinvested into new cryptos. If you want to see the cryptos I hold, check out Copy My Crypto. I built my portfolio to maximize gains during this bull cycle. My portfolio has outperformed the market week in, week out. It's also beat that stupid hamster that's apparently beating the markets that's in the news everywhere. If you want to make these gains and if you want to build your wealth in anticipation of the inevitable bear cycle, then check out Copy My Crypto. Like I said, the portfolio is outperforming the market consistently. The gains are brilliant, and fundamentally, the bear cycle is going to be the best opportunity you're ever going to have in terms of investments. So building wealth before that is vital, because I'll be walking everyone through it as I go as the bear cycle hits. I'll be going through what I'm doing throughout that bear cycle investing. So check out the link in the description. All right. So this is the big news, and it's actually fairly accurate. China's ban on crypto has sent traders piling into DEXs. So this whole article is on what a DEX is and why people are using it. Now, decentralized exchanges, in particular Uniswap and SushiSwap, have seen a surge in usage, likely the result of China's ban on centralized exchanges. Since DEXs only require crypto wallet and no KYC, it's much easier to use and can be set up in a matter of minutes, and that is pretty much bang on, might be even an understatement. According to these guys, the top 3 DEXs to watch out for are Uniswap, SushiSwap, and dYdX. dYdX, if you don't know, it's a mathematical term. So Uniswap is obviously the biggest DEX. Token surged by 40% at one point on Monday, up around 360% so far this year, around $23.40. Sushi is next biggest, it's risen by about 270% this year, rallied by about 30% on Monday. dYdX gained by as much as 31% Monday. We are seeing, without a shadow of a doubt, an uptake in DEX usage. And in fact, if we get up DEX volume as well, that'd be very interesting. Now, there are a lot of options with regards excuse me, with regards to these. If you notice, dYdX, it's up 176% in usage, over 8 billion in the last 24 hours. You know, nearly 8 times as much as Uniswap, or certainly Uniswap version 3. Combine all the Uniswaps, still not really touching. It's nowhere close to dYdX. dYdX's token, if we take a look, where are we? It's just easier to dYdX. Oh, not there. Okay. Odd. So dYdX, if we open it up now, really? Okay, fine. Right. Anyway, so dYdX gained as much as 31% Monday. So, very odd. Why the hell is that not showing up? dYdX. There you go. So it's not indexes. CoinMarketCap really need to update stuff. So dYdX is up. If we look at the last 7 days, it started the week at 12.5. It's up to 19.35. So across the week, it's up about 40%, 50%, a little more. Peaked up yesterday, or this morning rather, around 22 or 23 bucks, just shy of 23 bucks. So when we're looking at the current DEX situation, Uniswap, SushiSwap are obviously the two biggest, but those low cap ones, Balancer, any swap, are certainly opportunities. Pokedex is obviously an opportunity. Pokedex is quite an intriguing one. But inevitably, with the current ban in place, the rise of dexes in terms of use case is going to be quite high. And actually, if you think about it, with regards to people outside of China, because there's a huge draw for using crypto exchanges, because when you're seeing what the Chinese government are doing, and we're not necessarily saying the UK and the US government are the same, but there could very well be a good run on those exchanges because people want to use them, because you're seeing intrinsically why they're valuable. So worth keeping an eye out. And there are consistently dexes coming out, and the staking returns, the yield returns on many of these dexes are very, very good. It is really worth keeping an eye on up and coming dexes that are doing very good volume, because fundamentally, if they've got an underlying token, that token could be doing well. So 1inch has had a huge run in terms of volume. So I'd be keeping my eye out for that 1inch token, because when the volume starts increasing, as does the price. In fact, we've seen some dexes shoot up in the triple digits in terms of percentage gains over the course of the weekend. So they are very much worth keeping an eye on. And be aware of ones that are coming out soon. Elrond has the Mayor Dex that should be coming out in sometime in October. When that happens, that could be a real big catalyst for not only Elrond's price, but it could be a huge catalyst, it could be a huge moment for their token. That token could run very, very, very well, particularly with regards to Elrond sharding. They're so fast, and they're so cheap. Obviously, Pancakeswap, you've got Pancakeswap as well. That will inevitably benefit quite dramatically from the situation with regards to China and the amount of people that are going to start wanting to use dexes. That's a huge uptake in terms of volume. So really, really worth keeping your eye out. This could be, while they're not necessarily performing fantastically well at the moment, but everything's sort of retracing a little bit. We're getting small 1% retracements across the market. If you realize that some of the biggest volume across the day is like Binance, which is nearly 20 billion, and the next biggest is 3 billion. You know, dYdX is the second biggest market in the world right now, and they've only got like 13 markets. Now, Pancakeswap is one that I really do think is undervalued for what it offers. The amount of things you can stake and the potential you can earn isn't bad at all. And again, because it's Binance Chain, the transaction fees are very, very small. So there is an opportunity to really strengthen your holdings with some passive interest on staking. So you can earn, and you can auto restake on Pancake, but undervalued, certainly. So I'd be keeping my eye out, particularly for me. Over the course of the next month, I think it's going to be very exciting to see what Pancakeswap does. I think it's going to be very exciting to see how the Mayor Dex launches. And I think 1inch is really undervalued. I think I've been thinking that for a very long time. So it'll be really interesting to see how that plays out. But I think we're going to see an influx of money into dexes, because no KYC, that's hugely attractive to a lot of people. So here's a question, guys. What's your favorite dex? Let me know in the comments. And as always, if you are new to crypto, check out Copy My Crypto. Like I said, my portfolio is smashing it, beating the market week in, week out. Profits are compounding, and if you want to make these gains before the bear cycle hits, now is the time. You've got a few months. Market more and more and more. The charts more and more and more look like we're having a repeat of 2017 in terms of how the bull cycle is going to play out and the time frame in which it's going to finish. So looks like the back end of January, potentially mid-February. So you've got a few months to accumulate. Then you've got a bear cycle. I will be going through with all my members talking about how I'm investing throughout the bear cycle, because that is going to be the biggest opportunity to build wealth. Bitcoin, Ethereum, they'll lose a good chunk, not as much as some of the altcoins, and some of those altcoins are incredible, and they're going to make huge gains again in that next bull cycle. So like I say, check it out. Links in the description. Take it easy.